Hey guys, Payton here once again, and welcome back to my Manchester United career on FIFA 14. Now, in my previous video, this United side managed to overcome the power that is Juventus and book ourselves into the next round of the Champions League, the semi-finals. You guys will find out who this United side are drawn against later on in this video, but first we have to play our next fixture in the Premier League against Southampton away from home at St Mary's Stadium. There was my starting 11. Lindegaard a goal, Rafael, Ferdinand, Garay, Butner, Fellaini. We got the likes of Cleverley on the pitch as well. Zaha returns to the team, as well as Royce, Hernandez, and of course Mandzukic started up front for Manchester United. I did start Zaha because he did come to me and he said he wanted to play more games at United, and I feel kind of bad because I haven't played Zaha as much as I would like this season. But he made up for missed time on that pitch against Southampton as he got the opening goal for Manchester United. He was in the right place at the right time. Royce feeding the ball to Mandzukic. He took a crack on goal. Goalkeeper got a hand to it, and Butner swung in the cross, picking out the head of Zaha. And he made it 1-0 to Manchester United. We were on the right tracks of picking up the 3 points here and continuing our unbeaten run in the Premier League. I'm not going to shut up about that. Seriously, I'm not going to shut up about that unbeaten run at the moment, because this has to be the best season I've had in a FIFA career so far. As Zaha was running in to get to that ball, I was going to hit it with the first chance I got with maybe a finesse shot, but we got a free kick out of it instead. I gave this one to Royce because I know he is a great free kick taker. Notice that he is now number 11. He took the number off Ryan Giggs after he retired. 19 yards out. Surely he could score this. And he was so close to putting that one into the back of the net, making it 2-0. But the ball just hammered off the post. So unlucky there for Royce. But Royce has been sensational for United since he made his move from Dortmund to Old Trafford in the January transfer window. And here's a quick little Payton fact for you guys. I've never actually played as Royce on any FIFA game. As you just saw, Zaha before half-time almost got his second goal of the game. I went for the finesse shot, looking to kill that one around the goalkeeper, and it just wasn't to be. And just take a look at that as well. Fellaini linking up just nicely with Rafael, moving into that right mid position, swings in the cross and finds the head of Hernandez. How did Hernandez not put that one past the goalkeeper? It should be 2-0 now, or maybe even 3 if Zaha had got that goal. So unfortunate. I do want to bring Hernandez in and involve him a lot more in the team as we get closer to the end of the season. I know that I haven't played him as much as I would like to, and also his morale, it's threatened because of course I brought in Mandzukic in the summer, didn't I? And also we've got Van Persie and Rooney who can play in that position. So yeah, Hernandez, he's got every right really to feel threatened when it comes to being picked for the first team at United. But I thought I'd give him a run around on the pitch against Southampton, try and get him back into the groove of things, and he certainly had a great game in this one. Mayuka there, twisting, making space for himself, could see Osvaldo coming in with a diving header and almost put Southampton level on terms with Manchester United. Look at Fellaini here. I went to just nudge the ball into the back of the net, but Fellaini was brought down after Fonte took one for the team, and of course the referee came in, awarded United with the penalty. Just take a look at that. You're not going to get away with that. That's a penalty all day long. And instead of Fellaini stepping up to take it, I gave this one to Mandzukic. Lambert did come on for Osvaldo in the second half there. How much use that was going to do if Mandzukic got this, I don't know. But Mandzukic did make it 2-0 to Manchester United on the 76th minute, thanks to that penalty. And there we go, that was the full-time score. I always like this cutscene for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's different, and we don't see it throughout the whole of the season. There I am, apparently I'm grey still. But what annoys me about the commentators is that it's pretty obvious that we were going to be in Champions League football for next season, right? I mean, we're totally unbeaten, so we're going to be up there somewhere, whether it's second or first. We're going to be getting Champions League football for next season. So there we have it, United still unbeaten in the Premier League. So anyway, you've all been waiting for it. Who have Manchester United drawn in the semi-finals of the Champions League? It is, of course, Mourinho's Chelsea. And just looking at the club news as well, Mourinho has praised the opposition ahead of the rivals' big cup tie. This is it now, guys. If we can beat Chelsea home and away in the first and second leg, we will be booking ourselves into the final of the Champions League. The trophy that I set out at the start of the season that I wanted to win, that was my main focus, really. And apparently I've dismissed fans' worry about Januzaj's performances, because as we all know, Nani left in January to join Barcelona after he was feeling homesick. But going by that news article, apparently Januzaj's performances haven't been good enough for the fans that are watching on the computer here. And I mean, every time that I've put Januzaj out on that pitch, whether it's against smaller sides or bigger teams like Chelsea or Arsenal, it's always put in a good game. I've really enjoyed actually using him on that pitch at Old Trafford. But how could we forget, how could the computer forget that Royce was the one that came in January to replace Nani? How could the game forget that? Seriously, he's a big deal. Not Januzaj. I mean, I know Januzaj is probably going to be a big deal in years to come, but why not mention about Royce? It's here, it's now, right? But anyway, we move on to our next fixture. It is against Chelsea. We haven't really got that much of an advantage as we're having to play the first leg at Old Trafford. In a way we had though, because we had the home fans behind us, of course, and also we had to make life as difficult as possible for Chelsea coming to Old Trafford, because they're hoping to go through to the final as well. And this is the trophy that I want to win this season. That's the one that I've got my sights set on. Valencia picked up a yellow card after a tackle, a silly tackle from myself. I shouldn't really have pressed square in this situation. As you can see, Ramirez's leg bending and ankle bending as well as he sits on it. Probably could have broken something there. So Valencia got himself a yellow card. And what do I go and do? I don't learn, do I? Valencia goes in with another harsh challenge, gets himself booked, gets himself sent off, and is going to miss now the second leg against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, this time on Ashley Cole. He was like determined to take out every single Chelsea player, but the harsh ref caught up with Valencia and sorted him out, sent him off, go and take an early shower. So that's such a shame now, because Valencia's going to miss that second leg. An important game as well, semi-finals of the Champions League. It's a time when teams get nervous, but Valencia is going to be missed big time in that second leg at Stamford Bridge, whatever happens in this game at Old Trafford. So I'm not too sure who I will play in that second leg, whether I'll have to bring Ashley Young over to the right even though he doesn't really play there, or maybe actually bring in Januzaj. I'm not too sure at the moment, but for the time being we had to focus on this game and make sure that Chelsea didn't get the better of this United side, seeing that we was a man down. But before half time, Demba Ba made it 1-0 to Chelsea, away goal for them, and this I'm sure had some sort of psychological effect on my team, seeing that we was one man down, and of course we was just going into the half time break. And you know what that means? Bringing out the hairdryer version 2.0. I was looking forward to it. Of course, nothing like that happened, obviously, because I'm playing a game. But I was pretty pissed that we went 1-0 down against Chelsea. We gave them that slight advantage over our side come the second leg. I felt as though I was working my ass off in this one to make it 1-1, and I think that would have been a fair result if it ended 1-1 against Chelsea. That's all I wanted, just one goal against Chelsea at Old Trafford to take this one into the second leg at Stamford Bridge. And Pato, who made his move to Chelsea I think in the summer, almost made it 2-0, certainly not what we need. Ashley Young came on as a substitute, picked out Rooney after a nice little chip over the back four of Chelsea's there. Went for the shot as Akinfeev came out, got a foot to it, and Royce couldn't deliver the goods. The game did of course end 1-0 after Valencia got sent off and Demba Ba got that goal for Chelsea. So unfortunate. And now it's squeaky bum time when it comes to the Champions League, because we've got to focus big time on that second leg at Stamford Bridge. But there's just so many important games at the moment to focus on, especially this one against Wigan in the Premier League. Match day 32, not many games remaining now until the final whistle of the final day of the season is blown. And I did start a weaker side, bringing in the likes of Welbeck and Cleverley. And for Valencia's punishment after getting sent off in that first leg against Chelsea, I replaced him with Zaha down that right wing. I did kind of feel sorry for Wigan in this one against my United side, seeing that they find themselves in a very sticky situation. They haven't been in the best of form in the Premier League. They find themselves in the relegation zone. They could well be playing Championship football come next season, and they were going to be on the brunt of a very frustrated Manchester United side after losing to Chelsea midweek in the semi-finals of the Champions League. And it already started within 20 minutes gone of the game. The 20-year-old Januzaj, who apparently is coming to take over from Nani after leaving United in January, and he just like basically toe-picked that one into the back of the net, beating the Wigan goalkeeper. For a second I thought Mandzukic was going to get a second there for United. The ball was dipping big time with some amazing ball physics from FIFA 14. But Zaha again, he is ready to prove himself at Manchester United, getting his second goal in 2 games started for United. And United found themselves 2-0 up before half-time at Old Trafford. This certainly was looking good. And as I said, I felt sorry for Wigan in this one. Van Persie, who came on as a sub, almost made it 3-0. I wanted to score as many goals as possible in this one. Again, Van Persie in the right place, right time, but just unable to put that one past the goalkeeper. I think it's because he hasn't played so many games this season that he's just trying to get into the groove of things. But there we have it, final score, 2-0 to United. Ivan Ramis did get sent off for Wigan, but we pick up those 3 points and continue our good run of form, our unbeaten run of form. Anyway guys, that's the end. I will see you all in the next one. If you haven't done already, hit that subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. The links can be found in the description. And I'll see you all in the next one.